Welcome to the Lava Lamp Lab. This is a pretty simple lab. You just need a beaker or cup that is transparent and fill it about 2/3 full. You also need 50 milliliters of vegetable oil, which you see is in the beaker on the right. And lastly, you'll want a little bit of salt to pour into it eventually. First thing you do is put the 50 milliliters of oil into the water, and you'll notice that the oil floats on top of the water, and the reason for that is because oil is less dense than water. So for the same amount of volume or space, it weighs less, or it has less mass. It's also called immiscible. In other words, basically the molecules from oil don't get along with the molecules from water, and they won't mix together. So now for the lava lamp part. Take a little bit of salt and pour it in, and you'll see that the salt took down a glob of oil with it. Salt obviously being more dense than both of the liquids. However, if you look very closely on the bottom of the cup, you'll see sort of a rising mountain of oil. And that oil is trying to escape back up to the top again, because after all, it is less dense. But the salt's holding it down. But what will eventually happen, just like in a real lava lamp, you'll have things floating back up again. Now, a real lava lamp, the density difference is created by heat, and they don't use oil, they use wax. So there's another glob that just went back up to the top. The reason that the oil goes back up to the top is, although the salt initially drags it down with it and holds it down, when salt enters the water, it starts to dissolve. And as the oil dissolves, or the salt dissolves, excuse me, it can no longer hold the oil on the bottom, and the oil will escape back up again. So you'll get the oil going down when the salt goes in, and as the salt dissolves, you'll see the oil slowly rising back up to the top again. This should help you answer any lab questions that you may have been given.